Namaste, yogis. Hello, it's Kelly, and today I thought that it would be nice to share with you a sequence of my favorite restorative yoga poses. I thank you so much for joining me. We'll begin in Viparita Karani, or legs up the wall. And for this version, I've gotten out several blankets. These are just quilts I have around the house, folded like so. And I also have a block. You may or may not wish to use your block. There's about 2 feet between the bottom of the blanket and the wall. Though if you know that you prefer to practice with your blanket right up against the wall, I invite you to do that. So we'll begin by coming to a squat on one side of the bed, rolling onto your back, flipping the legs up the wall, and using your elbows to scooch your bum all the way towards the wall. Now you can stay here, or you can take your block, lift your hips, and place your block underneath your hips. We'll allow the head just to find a natural place to rest, bringing our hands either to the belly, out to T, or up overhead. Bringing them up over the head brings more opening through the upper body. And once you are here, just allow your eyelids to close. And bring yourself deeply into the in and out flow of the breath. Notice the parts of the body that connect with the earth. Let your inner and outer hips release. Let any tensions just roll off the temples and onto the floor. You can stay like this for about 10 minutes, if that works for you. To come out, draw the knees toward the chest. Bring your arms back down. Just push your feet into the wall, lifting up the hips and move your block out of the way. We'll roll to our favorite side and use your arms to bring yourself back up to a comfortable seat. From here, we'll be bringing our seat onto our blanket and taking a wide seat. The inner thighs will be releasing down into the earth while the spine lengthens. For this version of Upavishta Konasana, we'll use a chair or a stool, or if you are fairly flexible through the hips, you may be okay just resting on a block or several blocks. We'll just bring this chair to a place where you can move forward a bit, but then rest comfortably, where you're leaning into your hands, resting your forehead on the back of your wrist. Once you are here, just relax the inner hips, relax the outer hips, relax the shoulders, relax the face. Feel any tension, just roll off of the shoulders, down the back, and onto the floor. You may wish to stay here about 2 to 5 minutes, depending on your hips, depending on what's comfortable, and you can always work your way up to longer time. We'll move our stool or our chair out of the way, and again we'll be making our way down onto the floor. This time we'll roll one of our blankets just like a little jelly roll. remembering that you can always come back and change the size of your roll. This roll will be going underneath the head. We'll bring our block underneath our heart, and we'll make another roll to place underneath our knees. We'll extend the legs, lower down so that the heart is the highest part of the body. The neck is supported by your top roll, and your knees are supported by your bottom roll. Let your arms extend out to your sides. Feel the tops of the shoulders becoming heavy. Feel the back of the wrists becoming heavy. You feel the back of the head becoming heavy. If this feels too intense on the low back, you can always bend the knees, bringing the soles of the feet to the floor. Or you may wish to substitute your block with a third blanket, or remove the block completely. And you can stay here for 2 to 5 minutes. From here, we'll just begin to rock the feet from side to side. We'll draw the knees toward the chest and rock from side to side. And we'll make our way into our most comfortable pose of relaxation ever. I like to keep my neck supported by my top roll. And then instead of supporting the knees, I like to move my lower blanket right up to the tops of the hamstrings, so right underneath your seat. But find what works for you. Allow the palms to rest comfortably out to your sides, with the palms facing the sky. Let your feet splay. Allow yourself to come to a place of no effort, a place of no muscle. A place where you are free to feel heavy and know that that heaviness is met with equal support. Stay here at least 10 minutes, working your way up to 20.